In teaching ESL to kids, there's just a simple technique that you have to keep in mind, and that is what I always do in my classes. It is very simple. No matter all the things that you do in the classroom, it comes down basically to just three things. What I do is very simple. Number one, I teach. Number two, I let the kids practice. And then number three, I just test them. So it's very simple. Everything I do in the classroom, for example, when I'm having the kids listen to a song, it comes down to either teach or practice. When I'm having the children do a TPR, it comes down to either teach or practice. When I'm having them learn a new word, when I'm using flashcards, when I'm doing flashcard games, it comes down to either teach or practice. And then the last step, which is test, can also be in any of these forms that I've mentioned already. In other words, it can be done with flashcards, it can be done with a song, with TPR, or whatever it is. So the test is where I get to see whether the kids have actually learned what I taught them and they can reproduce it by themselves. So the essence of the test is not just to see whether they can reproduce it themselves, but also to see whether I have to go back to one of the steps, that is teach or practice. For instance, if I want to teach the words happy and angry, in the beginning, I'm going to let the children sing the songs happy. If you're happy, 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 clap your hands. At that point, I'm doing teach. And also, sometimes it could be practice. So we sing the song once, although it's classified as warm-up when it comes to the whole 10 steps in teaching ESL. But at that point, teaching has begun. So after they sing the song and they can sing the song, then I come to the individual words in the song that I'm going to say, oh, this is happy. Let's say happy. Let's say happy. Then I'm going to present a flashcard to the child. Let the child do something with the flashcard. At that point, practice has begun. Then happy again. And then we're going to go back to the song and sing it again. At that point, it's no longer teaching, it's no longer presentation. Now it is practice with the use of the song. So later, when all this is over, I'm going to go back to the child and I'm going to ask again with a flashcard or with a TPR, a hand signal, and I'm going to ask the child, what is this? If they can say it by themselves that it's happy, I know that the process is complete. And anything else, when that happens again, when we're singing the song or learning happy again, is just for fun and it builds onto other things. But when I do this and the child cannot reproduce it, I will test. For instance, if I say ha and the child can say happy, then I know I don't need to go back to teach. I can go back to practice. Then we're going to practice it some more. But if I say ha and the child cannot finish the sentence, then I know I have to go back to teaching it again. So it's a simple process. It's a simple thing that I keep in mind whenever I'm teaching my lessons. So when I'm teaching and I'm playing games, there's two things actually that I keep in mind. Number one, the fact that the kids have fun doesn't mean they learn anything. Number two, the fact that they say it and they keep repeating it doesn't also necessarily mean that they understand. So this system just helps me know whether the children have learned what I'm trying to teach them and as to whether they can reproduce it whenever I need them to. So maybe you can try this also in your classroom. Teach, practice, and test. Teach, practice, and test. Catch you in the next one. Love and peace.